So, Canto 9, chapter 1 to 13 is the description of the Sun dynasty, and then from 14 to 24 is the description of the Moon dynasty. So, basically, these two dynasties are explained in the Canto 9. So, now you can see the screen that this is the explanation of Sun dynasty and Moon dynasty, right? So this was we started from here: Garbhodaksha Vishnu, then Brahma, Marichi, then Kashyap, then Bivaswan, the sun god, and from there comes the Sun dynasty. Parallelly, if you see the Garbhodaksha Vishnu, then Brahma. So Brahma gave birth to these sages. Here Marichi, here Atri. So Atri, then Atri's son was Chandra, Som. So from Som or Chandra or moon god, further some dynasty came. That is, moon Chandra's son is Buddha, and then Pururava, and then this whole thing comes. So that will be discussed from 14th chapter onwards. So this moon dynasty only Lord Krishna appeared. If you see here, you see Pururava, then Ayu, then Nahush had son Yayati had many sons. This other son was Yadu had this. So from this Yadu, this called Yaduvansh. You might have heard Yaduvansh, right? So and then many other kings, then like this, and then later on comes Vrishni, another son name in the dynasty. So then it becomes Vrishni Vansh, you must have heard, right? And then in that only comes Vasudev and then Krishna. Okay. And here if you see, we are discussing this Sun dynasty. This is Bivaswan, sun god, and then from here Nabhag, Ambrish, that we have already discussed. Then parallelly there is this Ikshvaku and the son, and 100 sons headed by Bhikkhukshi, that is Shashad, Nimi and Dandak. These were the main one. And so Bhikkhukshi, and then Puranjay, many king, Mandhata, Bhagi, Dirgbahu, Maharaj Raghu. So because of Raghuvansh, where Lord Ramchandra appeared, and then Aja, then Maharaj Dasharath, and then here Ram, Lakshman, Bharat, Shatrughna, then Kush, then from Kush many other many other kings, and like that this goes on. Okay, so then Brihatbal, and then future kings of Surya dynasty, Sumitra. Okay, so this is the last king of the Surya dynasty. Okay, and here so this is, there are two kings, one from Surya dynasty and one from Chandra dynasty. So these two kings are waiting there in Greater Himalaya for over, they will start Satyuga. Okay. Kings from Surya, one king from Moon. Okay, so both in the Greater Himalaya for, so when the Kali Yuga will end, then again Satyuga will start, and that time these okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Okay, so now I hope it is clear. So, yeah. So I was telling you that one king from Sun dynasty and one king from Moon dynasty, both are there in the Greater Himalaya, and they are waiting there. And when the next time Satyuga will start, that time they will further start the Surya and Chandra dynasty. Okay, so we are at present Lord Ramchandra pastimes completed. So here Kush, Love and Kush, two sons were there. So Kush, further it will be explained in this chapter, 12th chapter. Okay, and now then further Nimi and this Surya dynasty, other kings will be explained. Okay, so when we will discuss this Nimi and his Vamsha, there we will discuss about Janak Maharaj and Sita Mata. Okay, so I thought of showing you this chart where everything is explained about Surya and Chandra dynasty in a summarized way. Okay, so let us see further. Okay, so we will start with the Canto 9, chapter 12. So 12 and 13, two more chapter for Sun dynasty. Okay, so 12th chapter is the dynasty of Kusha, the son of Lord Ramchandra. Okay, so this chapter describes the dynasty of Kush, the son of Lord Ramchandra. The members of this dynasty are descendants of Shashad, the son of Maharaj Ikshwaku, Bikukshi or Sashad. Following in the genealogical table of Lord Ramchandra's dynasty, Kusha, the Lord's son, was followed consecutively by Atithi, Nishadh, Nabha, Pundarik, Chema, Dhanwa, Devanika, Aniha, Pariyatra, Balasthala, Vajranava, Sagan and Vidriti. These personalities ruled the world. From Vidriti came Hiranyanabha, and who later became the disciple of Jaimini and propounded the system of mystic yoga in which Yagyavalkya was initiated. Following the dynasty were Pushpa, Dhruvasandhi, Sudarshan, Agnivarna, Shigra and Maru. Maru attained full perfection in the practice of yoga and he still lives in the village of Kalapa. At the end of this age of Kali, he will revive the dynasty of the sun god. Okay, so at the end of this age of Kali, this Maru, okay, so he will revive the dynasty of the sun god again when the Kali Yuga will over. Next in the dynasty were Prashusruta, Sandhi, Amarshan, Mahaswan, Biswabahu, Prasenjit, Takshaka and Brihadbal, who was later killed by Abhimanyu. Shukdev Goswami said that these were all kings who had passed away. The future descendants of Brihadbal will be Brihadran, Urukriya, Vatsavridha, Prativyoma, Bhanu, Divaka, Sahadev, Brihadaswa, Bhanuman, Pratikashva, Supratik, Marudev, Sunakshatra, Pushkara, Antariksha, Sutapa, Amitrajit, Brihadraj, Barhi, Kritanjay, Rananjay, Sanjay, Shakya, Shuddhod, Langal, Prasenjit, Chudrak, Ranak, Surat and Sumitra. All of them will become kings one after another. Sumitra, coming in this age of Kali, will be the last king in the Ikshwaku dynasty. After him, the dynasty will be extinguished. So this chapter will this chapter will be like about these names only, nothing much. The point to be noted that the king Maru is there waiting and he will start Sun dynasty further in the Satyuga. Sri Shuka Uvacha Kushasya Chatitistasman Nishadastatsuto Navaha Pundariko Atha Tatputraha Chemadhanva Bhavattaha. Sri Shuka Uvacha, Sri Shukdev Goswami said, Kushasya of Kusha, the son of Lord Ramchandra, Cha also Atithi Tasmat, from him Nishad Tat Sutaha, his son Nabha, Pundarikaha, Pundarik, Atha thereafter Tatputraha, his son Chemadhanva, Abhavad became Tataha thereafter. Shukdev Goswami said, the son of Ramchandra was Kush, the son of Kush was Atithi, the son of Atithi was Nishad, and the son of Nishad was Nava, the son of Nava was Pundarik, and from Pundarik came a son named Chemdhanva. Devanikas aniha pariyatro atha tatsutaha tato balasthalastasmad vajranavo rikasambhava. Devanika tatha from Chemdhanva, Aniha from Devanika came the son named Aniha Pariyatra atha thereafter Tatsutaha, the son of Aniha, Tataha from Pariyatra Balasthalha, Balasthal Tasmat from Balasthal, Vajrana Arkasambhava derived from the sun god. The son of Chemdhanva was Devanika son was Aniha's son was Pariyatra, and Pariyatra's son was Balasthal. The son of Balasthal was Vajranav, who was said to have been born from the effulgence of the sun god. Saganastatsutastasmad vidritischa bhavatsutaha tato hiranyanabho bhud yogacharyastu Jaimine Shishya Kushalya Adhyatmam Yagyavalkyo Adhyagadyataha Yogam Mahodayam Rishir Hridaya Granthi Bhedakam. Sagan Tad this Vajranabha Sutaha son. Tasmat from him Vidriti cha also Bhavat was born Sutaha his son. Tatha from him Hiranyanabha Abhut became Yoga Acharya, the propounder of the philosophy of yoga. But Jaimini, because of accepting Jaimini as his spiritual master, Shishya, disciple, Kaushalya, Adhyatmam, spiritual, Yagyavalkya, Adhyagat, studied Yataha from him, Hiranyanabha, Yogam, the mystic performance, Maha Udayam, highly elevated Rishi, Yagyavalkya Rishi, Hridaya Granthi Vedakam, mystic yoga which can loosen the knots of material attachment in the heart. The son of Vajranav was Sagan, and his son was Vidriti. The son of Vidriti was Hiranyanab, who became a disciple of Jaimini and became a great Acharya of mystic yoga. It is from Hiranyanab that the great saint Yagyavalkya learned the highly elevated system of mystic yoga known as Adhyatma Yoga, which can loosen the knots of material attachment in the heart. So, the point here is that you see that Shukadeva Goswami many times he has explained this kind of dynasties. This son was this, one was this. So your point is there that he remembered everybody's name, everyone's name, who was having how many sons, which son got married to which. Actually everything is just explaining. It's not like somewhere notes are there or nothing like that. Okay, everything is just by-hearted and everything is telling, just like that. Okay. Pushpo Hiranyanavasya Dhruva Sandhi Tato Abhavad Sudarshano Atha Agni Varnaha Sigrastasya Marhu Sutaha. Pushpa Hiranyanavasya, the son of Hiranyanava, Dhruva Sandhi Tatha from him Abhavad was born, Sudarshanaha from Dhruv Sandhi, Sudarshan was born. Atha thereafter Agnivarna, the son of Sudarshan, Shigra, Tasya his Agnivarna's Maru Sutaha son. Okay. The son of Hiranyanabha was Pushpa, and the son of Pushpa was Dhruv Sandhi. The son of Dhruv Sandhi was Sudarshan, whose son was Agnivarna. The son of Agnivarna was named Shigra, and his son was Maru. So asava aste yoga siddha kalapa gramam astitaha kaler ante suryavamsham nashtam bhava Yita Punaha Saha He Asau, the personality known as Maru, Aste, still existing Yoga Siddha, perfection in the power of mystic yoga, Kalapa Gramam. The place named Kalap Grama, Astitaha, he is still living there. Kalhe of this Kalyuga, Ante at the end, Surya Vamsam, the descendant of the sun god Nashtam, after being lost, Bhava Ita. Maru will begin by begetting a son Punaha again. Having achieved perfection in the power of mystic yoga, Maru still lives in a place known as Kalapagram. At the end of Kali Yuga, he will revive the lost Surya dynasty by begetting a son. Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. At least 5,000 years ago, Srila Shukdev Goswami ascertained the existence of Maru in Kalapgram and said that Maru, having achieved a Yoga Siddha body, would continue to exist until the end of Kali Yuga, which is calculated to continue for 432,000 years. Such is the perfection of mystic power. By controlling the breath, the perfect yogi can continue his life for as long as he likes. Sometimes we hear from the Vedic literature that some personalities from the Vedic age, such as Vyasdev and Ashwatthama, are still living. Here we understand that Maru is also still living. We are sometimes surprised that a mortal body can live for such a long time. The explanation of this longevity is given here by the word Yoga Siddha. If one becomes perfect in the practice of yoga, he can live as long as he likes. Wow. The demonstration of some trifling Yoga Siddha does not constitute perfection. Here is a factual example of a perfection. A Yoga Siddha can live as long as he likes. So actually, it's all depend on the breathing system. So if you can control your breathing, then you live long. Okay. So that's what they take one breath and they can hold it for long. So how long you can hold, that many years you will live happily. Okay, so that depends on the controlling of breathing power. Yes, so these yogis, they just take one breath and they go on. Like Dhruva Maharaj, many days he was taking once in a breath, like that. So that's how your Yoga Siddhas are there. Tasmat prasushrutastasya sandhistasyapi amarshanaha mahaswamstatsutastasmat vishwabahur ajayata. Tasmat, from Maru, Paru, prasushruta, his son, tasya, prasushruta, sandhi, a son named Sandhi, tasya, his sandhis, api, also Amarshana, a son named Amarshanan, Mahaswan, the son of Amarsan, tat, his sutaha, son, tasmat, from him, Mahaswan, Vishwabahu, Ajayat, took birth. From Maru was born a son named Prasushruta. From Prasushruta came Sandhi. From Sandhi came Amarshan, and from Amarshan a son named Mahaswan. From Mahaswan, Vishwabahu took his birth. Tataha prasenjit tasma takshako bhavita punaha tato brihad balo yastu pitra te samrehataha. Tataha, from Vishwanu Prasenjit, a son named Prasenjit was born. Tasmat, from him Takshak Bhavita would take birth. Punaha, again. Tatha, from him Brihad Balaha, a son named Brihad Bala, Yaha, he who too, but Pitra, by father, Te, your Samre, in the fight, Hataha, killed. From Vishwahu came a son named Prasenjit. From Prasenjit came Takshak, and from Takshak came Brihad Bala, who was killed in a fight by your father. Ete hikshvaku bhupala atithashn anagata bhavita putro namna brihatranaha. Ete, all of them, he indeed, Ikshvaku bhupalaha, kings in the dynasty of Ikshvaku, atitaha, all of them are dead and gone. Shunu, just here, anagatam, those who will come in the future. Brihad balasya, of Brihad bal bhavita, there will be putra, a son, Namna, by the name, Brihad Ranaha, Brihadran. All these kings in the dynasty of Ikshvaku have passed away. Now please listen as I describe the kings who will be born in the future. From Brihadbal will come Brihadrana. So, till he is telling, Shukdev Goswami is telling to Parikshit Maharaj. So he is saying, till now I have explained. Now I am telling you future. So that means for us it is still past, but for Parikshit Maharaj it is future. Okay. Uru kriha sutastasya vatsavridho bhavishyati prativyomastato bhanur divako vahini patihi. So bhavishyati, that means it is future thing. Urukriya suta santasya of Urukriya vatsvaridha bhavishyati will take birth. Prativyoma tata from vatsvridha. Bhanu from Prativyoma is unnamed Bhanu. Divaka from Bhanu is unnamed Divaka. Vahinipati, a great commander of soldiers. The son of Brihadran will be Urukriya, who will have a son named Vatsvridha. Vatsvridha will have a son named Prativyoma. Prativyoma will have a son named Bhanu, from whom Divaka, a great commander of soldiers, will take birth. So now he is telling the future thing. For us it is past, but anyway this is future. So now those kings happened. He just telling this king will happen, he will have this son, like that. Everything happened like that only. So that is the glory, you see, that they knows everything. Sahadevas tato viro brihadasvo atha bhanuman pratikashvo bhanumataha supratiko atha tatsutaha. Sahadev tata from Divaka, Veera, great hero, Brihadasva atha from him Bhanuman pratikashva Bhanumata from Bhanuman Supratika atha thereafter Tatsuta, the son of Pratikashva. Thereafter from Divaka will come a son named Sahadev, and from Sahadev a great hero named Brihadasva. From Brihadasva will come Bhanuman, and from Bhanuman will come Pratikashva. The son of Pratikashva will be Supratika. Bhavita Marudevo atha Sunakchatro atha Pushkaraha tasya antrikashastat putraha sutapastad amitrajit. Bhavita will be born Marudeva atha thereafter Sunakshatra atha thereafter Pushkara is son of Sunakshatra, tasya Puskara Antriksha tat putraha, his son Sutapa tat from him Amitrajit, a son named Amitrajit. Thereafter from Supratika will come Marudev, from Marudev Sunakshatra, from Sunakshatra Puskara, and from Puskara Antriksha, the son of Antriksha will be Sutapa, and his son will be Amitrajit. बृहद्राजस्तु तस्यापि बर्हिस्तस्मात् कृतञ्जयः रणञ्जयस्तस्य सुतः संजयो भविता ततः. बृहद्राज तु बट तस्य अपि ऑफ अमित्रजित बर्हि तस्मात् फ्रॉम बर्हि कृतञ्जय रणञ्जय तस्य ऑफ कृतञ्जय सुतः संजय भविता विल टेक बर्थ तथा फ्रॉम रणञ्जय. From Amitrajit will come a son named Brihadraj. From Brihadraj will come Barhi, and from Barhi will come Kritanjay. The son of Kritanjay will be known as Rananjay, and from him will come a son named Sanjay. Tasmat Chakyo ata Suddhado Langalastat Sutaha Smritaha Tata Prasenjit Tasmat Shudrako Bhavita Tataha. Tasmat from Sanjay Shakya atha thereafter Sudodha Langal Tatsudha, the son of Sudodha. Smrita is well known. Tata from him Prasenjit Tasmat from Prasenjit Shudrak Bhavita will take birth. Tata thereafter from Sanjay will come Shakya, from Shakya will come Suddhoda, and from Suddhoda will come Langal, from Langal will come Prasenjit, and from Prasenjit Shudraka. रणको भविता तस्मात् सुरथस्तनयस्ततः सुमित्रो नाम निष्ठान्ता एते बारहद् बलान्वयः. रणक भविता will take birth तस्मात् from Shudrak Suratha, Suratha Tanaya the son, Tataha thereafter Sumitra, Sumitra the son of Suratha, Nam by the name, Nishta Antaha at the end of the dynasty, Ete, all the above mentioned kings, Barhad Bala Anvayaha in the dynasty of King Barhadbal. From Shudraka will come Ranaka, from Ranaka will come Suratha, and from Suratha will come Sumitra, ending the dynasty. This is description of the dynasty of Barhadbal. इक्ष्वाकूणाम् अयं वंशः सुमित्रान्तो भविष्यति यतस्तं प्राप्य राजानं संस्थां प्राप्स्यति वै कलौ. Ikshwakunam of the dynasty of King Ikshwaku, I am this what has been described, Vamsah descendant Sumitrantaha, Sumitra being the last king of this dynasty, Bhavishyati will appear in the future while the Kali Yuga will still continue, Yataha because him Maharaj Sumitra Prapya getting Rajanam as a king in the dynasty, Samstham culmination, Prapshyati gets why indeed Kalu at the end of Kali Yuga. The last king in the dynasty of Ikshwaku will be Sumitra. After Sumitra, there will be no more sons in the dynasty of the sun god, and thus the dynasty will end. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports of the 9th canto, 12th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled The Dynasty of Kusha, the son of Lord Ramchandra. Okay, so that was the 16th shlokas here. Okay. Chapter 13.